Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for PlayArt Sky variant, and we have the Black Widow. Yep. Got my from Tatsu Hobby as a special order. Here we go, we got the box art. I'm looking forward into getting this one. I'm still waiting for Captain America and among other things. They've been making a lot of this lately. So here we go. Here's the box art here. It's a windowed box, as always. Inside we got the figure here, nicely laid out. We got some more information here. Get like a blurred image there for Black Widow. And you can pause the video if you want to read through that. Alright, moving on, we have the side of the box here. Seems like some sort of a ship or some kind of oil rig. On the back side here. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of the box. Let's take a look inside. There's always something with the my luck with the PlayArt Sky. For some weird reason, on her underpit, there's some kind of excess plastic there. I'm not sure if that's molding. I tried to pry it out with the pliers. It doesn't. Yeah, just rip off a piece of that black plastic. I'm just gonna trim it. This is such a weird thing to do. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with my review. Alright, we got the Black Widow here, and she looks great. I really like the face sculpt and the armor. It's always nice with this PlayArt Sky variant. And one thing I've also noticed, she can stand quite well with those high heels. I had other figures having high heels and they cannot stand at all. You still kind of have to play around with it, but she can easily stand with those. That's nice. Other than that, let's go on with the review and let's start with articulation. Alright, starting with the head, we have the neck here, which is pretty good posability, I have to say. Not too bad. She does have a fixed hair, which could be a bad thing, but at the same time, not really. And there's always advantages and disadvantages by having fixed hair. For one, it's a nice sculpt. It's even. When you have posability, you get to see the joints, other than if it's nicely done, where it's underneath the other segment of the hair. But it is a fixed joint. She has nice blue eyes. Quite nice. Has a bit of shading. I like it. She has pink lipstick right there. And overall, not too bad. Yep, I like it. Although I do have a little bit of like a knob that they've cleaned off on the side there. Well, good thing it's on the right side where the hair kind of hides it. Yep. Moving on, we have the collar here. It's a little bit flexible. Then you get the rest of the body here. Just dropped the pistol here. But moving on, we have the shoulder. You got that joint there. And you do have that swivel there, where the joint is connected. This is a bit flexible. Fairly good range of movement. And you do have this flaps here. So this backside is kind of have that rubber feel to it, as PlayArt Sky usually has done it. Her chest is actually quite big. Unfortunately, it's not squishable. Well, a little bit. It's not like quiet. I still want to get a quiet figure, but it's near. I wouldn't say it's impossible, just really expensive, and I don't want to shell out that much. I only get PlayArt Sky on their MSRP, or if they're in clearance, just not on inflated. Yeah. Moving on, still, we have a great figure here. Elbow wise, we got this much articulation. I kind of wish it goes a little bit more, especially if you want to do certain poses where she's holding her hair or something, or she's getting some intel on her, kind of like if there's an earpiece or something. Yeah, so it is quite limited. Well, maybe she can hold her hair like this, but yeah, not too bad, I guess. We do have that articulation, and you have that swivel points there. You get your wrists, your typical PlayArt Sky. Nice design here. It's the barrel for her. I guess it's kind of like your minigun, where she can fire. Yeah, here. There is an effect part which we'll cover in a bit. Interesting design. Yep, and I guess it kind of covers, or it's also kind of like a weapon for her. I mean, she can block projectile with this, or even a blade. So it's interesting. Or hit someone with this. I mean, hitting someone with like metal, that's gonna hurt. That's really cool. Moving on, we have the shoulder, or the torso here. Sorry. It's in that. Hard to see. It's probably a combination of a hinge and a ball joint. One thing that I do like, there's not much gap, even if you have her bending over. Yeah, not much gap there. That's always good, or even leaning back. So that's really nice. I like what they did there. Then you have your floating waist as always. The belt here is molded in with that waist joint. Yep, and she has a nice butt. This is nicely done. Yep. Cause which one was that? Yeah, the Catwoman I had, or have still. I still have her. The molding on the butt, it doesn't look quite right. I mean, the butt kind of extends over here. This one is just straight, and it kind of flows even with that. So I kind of wish Catwoman was made like this. Now you have the holster here for the pistol, which just goes in, and player's card always has that. They just got a slit underneath. There we go. You also have the sheath for your knife, and yeah, it's nice. It works quite well. And I got a little bit of paint. We have this marking here. Moving on. So in terms of articulation, she can barely, well, yeah, actually she can do the splits. And we also have the swivel points here. So in terms of articulation on the waist, that's actually fairly good. She can do a high kick. Yeah, that's really good. Although one thing I've noticed too, that this is gonna happen where this part here of the legs start to kind of bite in front, or get in front of that waist joint. It could get a little troublesome just to get it out again. Probably the best way to go with this is get your any kind of like screwdriver and kind of pry that out. There we go. So it does happen, but it's an easy fix. Now you do have that swivel, kind of like your shoulder here, over there. Knee joint, you got this much. Actually fairly good. That's really good. The knee armor is nicely done as well. It's right in the center, and it's not too elongated. I guess it kind of goes along having a thin legs right there, so that's really good. Yeah, so let's see what else we can do with this. Let's do both. Yeah, she can kneel down, or she can do her epic slide. Oh, there's actually a tie swivel there, huh? I didn't realize that. So there is a tie swivel there. Yeah, she can do her slide there. That's really good for the tie, or basically the whole leg articulation. That's really good. And it doesn't overextend, which is a good thing. Sometimes some of the player card can overextend and it looks really weird. This one, her legs are quite straight, and I like that. I don't like it when this part here kind of bends a little bit forward more. It just looks weird. Moving on, we have the ankle here. You see the joint quite well. I kind of wish it's covered a little bit more, but at the same time, this gives you a lot more articulation without that. So it's not too bad. It kind of blends well with the overall. aesthetic look. Then you also have a toe joint. There we go. And that's actually good. Sometimes it rubs off on top. So we do have that toe joint right there. That's good. Overall, I'm really impressed with the articulation. I didn't have much problem, and I like it. This is well-rounded, quite nice. And let's go over the other accessories. So when you get out of the box, you have this relaxed hands right here, or kind of open. The open hands. And I'm just trying to get her balance again. There we go. Otherwise, you have your closed fist here. And this will work well if, other than fighting. But you can take this out, and while we're at it, we're gonna look at this particular effect part right here. This is for, well, basically the projectile. Just put it on here. I think seems like there's a crack there, but it goes over here, and so basically as if she's shooting through her forearm. Yep. I'm not sure how well this actually works. To be honest, her fist goes over the diameter of that barrel. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it's a fiction thing. It's not realistic, but you do have that effect right there. It's cool, just not realistic. Yeah, I kind of wish it's just some kind of just protruded on the top. I mean, that way, because this thing is supposed to go around, and yeah, it's weird. You do have a second one here, and I think I've seen reviews. Anthony Costam did a review on this one as well. He mentioned that unfortunately it's on the same, it's the same mold. So if you put it on this one, it's, yeah, I kind of wish it goes the other way around. But if you think about it, maybe if it fires one way, it always well, actually, that kind of doesn't make sense. What I'm trying to say. Well, actually, no. I'm trying to. Okay, sorry. I'm confusing myself. So, from the looks of this, she's firing clockwise, or actually, no. Is it? Yeah, clockwise. 12 o'clock goes first, then you get 1, 3, then it goes on. Yeah. So it shoots clockwise, and if we have the same thing, yeah, it wouldn't make sense. Doesn't make sense for the other one to shoot counterclockwise unless it's calibrated that way. But yeah, not too bad for the effect. Just not realistic again. Moving on. What else we got here? So I'm just gonna take this out. And actually, yeah, we are gonna take this out because the next set of accessory is, let's see here, you get a pair of trigger finger hands, and let's put this on here. Oops, it's always the first time trying to put on. Yeah, I haven't tried this one yet. There we go. And you got the pistols. Now, pistol here, it's kind of weird looking. I mean, when you put it together, you get that X marking, kind of like the Black Widow on the back, on the abdomen. I don't like this pistol. It looks a little too weird. And let me see if I can even get this here, which seems to be quite troublesome. I'm gonna do it off camera. I actually like this pose here. Like she's pointing with that finger. Interestingly enough, there is another pair of hands right here, and the only thing I can differentiate this two is this one is pointing straight a little bit, yeah, pointing forward a little bit more than this one. So I guess this is the trigger finger hand right here, and it seems like you gotta really pull that the fingers outward. There's a bit of paint. Yeah, the paint is not that crisp, but eh. It's not too bad. Here we go. So we got the dual wielding pistol. Kind of wish there's an effect part on this one as well, but not too bad. They're really small pistols. I mean, I'm not sure how much stopping power you got there, but with that said, we have kind of like the things here on the belt, and you do have a small piece right here. So let's see if we can actually use the other hand, and if it actually, yeah, there's really no difference between the two hands. I'm hoping it's not actually a separate hand, but yeah. Now I'm thinking maybe I get the same trigger finger head, but well, this one she can hold it between those two fingers, and she throws this to the enemy, and you do have a separate effect here, and this is supposed to kind of shock the enemy, like a taser basically. So this is a really cool effect. There's no any attachment, and she's not supposed to hold this. This is supposed to go to the enemy. Alright, anyone. She throws it at. Yeah, there we go. Other than that, we do have the knife here, and we're just gonna go with this one. So the knife, it's a simple mold. I kind of wish there's a little bit more detail to this. It's not too bad. He does have holes in the middle, which is a nice touch. There we go. And you probably can use the other hand also. But to get the knife, it's small. Yeah, this is looking quite well. I like it. Now, whether if I want to dual wield the pistol or have a knife and a gun, yeah, there's just a lot of different poses you can do with the Black Widow. Quite nice. You know what? You can actually use them as an effect parts for the pistol. You just gotta use a little bit of Blizzak. Yep. There you go. That seems to work. And that's about it for this review. And just to quickly summarize, this is a really great figure. I really like it. Overall, it's great. I mean, there is a few flaws here and there, but overall, in terms of the sculpt, the color, articulation is great. The gaps is minimal. Usually the gaps are, I'm concerned, forced in the torso. What else? We have tons of accessories, the effect parts, although that could be better. But overall, I really like it, and I would highly recommend getting the Black Widow. It's a nice figure overall. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby as a special order. I'll provide the link down below if you are interested. And that's about it. Until then, this is Means. Thanks for watching.